Date 43, of course, today is Veterans Day, where we honor those who have served. And while we often talk about taking care of their mental and physical health, there's something that many may not consider. They have a much higher risk of getting skin cancer. Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins joins us with a veteran and dermatologist who can explain. Hi, Monica.
Hi, Dave. Yeah, many veterans don't realize this risk until years after service. But Dr. Jorge Garcia, who is a veteran flight surgeon turned dermatologist, knows firsthand what that risk is, and he is here to educate veterans and their families about what they need to know. First of all, thank you for being here, and thank you so much for your service.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure being here.
So tell us, why is a veteran's risk so much higher than a civilian's?
So veterans are at high risk because they usually oftentimes, and I've been in those situations when you're at high altitude, you're in the desert environment, you're at sea, you're basically unprotected for long periods of time. And usually prolonged sun exposures will cause at some point in the specific Caucasian population more risk of skin cancer down the line.
So is this typically veterans who may have served during the Middle East, Iraq, Afghanistan? Yes,
I would say that most of the time, most veterans have served in really intense environments and where the sun is also intense. Think about the flight line. You're there, the tarmac, temperature could be 130 degrees and you're there unprotected. Is high-risk environments.
And this wasn't something that the military was handing out sunscreen, I would assume.
You know, as a flight surgeon, we did have some sunscreen. It's just hard to use. You know, realistically, it's hard to use sunscreen in those environments when they have the ordnance people putting ordnance in their jets and stuff like that. So it's a really challenging thing, but we did our best to protect our troops.
So what do you want veterans to know now? Because, you know, this can take years before something shows up.
I always tell the vets, especially around the Veterans Day time, to get a skin check once a year. You know, the VA offers dermatology. You know, we have dermatology offices throughout Northeast Ohio. I think having a skin check once a year is important for screening. Unfortunately, a lot of the vets, you know, a lot of times they neglect things on their skin, and then when they come in, sometimes the skin cancer can be a little bit more advanced.
Is there any difference between male and female veterans when we come to this risk?
You know, I would say a lot of the female officers and enlisted folks were out there in the sun too, you know, kind of doing their thing. So I would say there's not a major difference, but in general, men are more at risk of having skin cancer down the line because they don't use sunscreen as much as females do.
So you are a Marine flight surgeon who went on to found Apex Dermatology. What are you doing to address this issue?
So what we do at Apex, we have a program called Spot Check. The Spot Check program guarantees appointments within the first 24 hours if you have a new lesion. So if you have something that's changing, something that's crusty or a new growth, get it checked, don't wait. I always tell people, be skin smart, you know, don't wait until it's bleeding or you've had it for 5 years to get it checked.
What are you telling people to look for though?
You always look for things that are new, things that are bleeding or changing, so some like maybe jagged borders or something that's bleeding or crusting, something that doesn't feel right or something that's painful. So any new lesion that you have after age of 30, you should probably get it checked out once a year.
But when it comes to veterans, talk about the Purple Heart program because we have a QR code that people can scan to learn more about. So what is the Purple Heart program?
Thank you. So yeah, it's a great program that we've started years ago, and it's really a program to engage the veteran community for getting back into the game. A lot of vets have scars from battle and combat, so we provide free laser scar revisions to them. The idea behind this program is really to help them go back, you know, help their scars to get better, but also, as you know, those scars go deeper into this, not just in the skin, but deeper into your soul. So we want to get them back into the game, you know, hopefully they get more of a better outlook of life and then maybe, you know, join the workforce, etc. So we always promote the Purple Heart Project through November because of Veterans Day.
Do you find that a lot of people just, you know, they look, oh, I got this mole, I've had this mole forever, and, you know, the last thing they want to do is go get a skin check because, you know, we get down to the birthday suit for that one.
Yeah, you know, I'd say because skin cancer doesn't hurt and because people say, oh, I've had that for years, they kind of blow it off. You know, if you have something in your colon, you're not going to blow it off. So I think that just because the skin is the largest organ of the body and it doesn't hurt, most people kind of delay things. And to be honest, the guys are the worst patients, right? They just wait until things are like bleeding or crusting until the wife say, hey, get that checked. So guys usually wait a little longer. But I encourage everybody, especially if you have a veteran in your life, or if you're out there and you're listening to this and watching us, if you're a leader, just encourage skin cancer promotion.
Great advice, and thank you again for your service and helping all the veterans.
Thank you so much.
All right, Dave, back to you.
All right, very educational, skin smart. Monica, thank you.
Sure.